In this class, we need to discuss about the pardoning power of the president as well as governor. Besides to that, there are differences between the president and governors in terms of pardoning power. We need to discuss that also. Okay. So let's come to the background. Then we jump into the main topic. Okay. The first one is judiciary. Judiciary. This is one of the organ of the government. What is the role of this judiciary? It clears the disputes. Means it gives the judgment over the disputes and absolves the disputes. Means it resolves the issues between the persons or between the government like this. Okay. So it addresses the disputes. How it absolves the disputes? By giving justice to the victim and giving the punishment to the convict or a accused or a culprit, like this way. Means it solves the disputes by giving justice to the victim and punishment to the convict. Okay. See, we need to focus here this point, that is punishment. Okay. When person getting the punishment, that is convict get the punishment, that is punishment, he get the punishment. For this, there are provisions in our constitution that gives the relief to the convict or a culprit. Why this is so? Because judiciary is giving doing right, yes or no? Because by punishing this person, it avoids the it prevents the person doing something in future, doing something bad in future. Then why there is a provision in constitution to give relief to these culprit or convict? The reason is, if there is a judicial arch, means judicial error, if there any exist, like the judicial error, judicial arch, means if judiciary awards some harsh sentence for a minor thing. Hopefully it is not happening, it not happen, but there are sometimes would happen. Okay. For these situations, it gives these provisions, that is pardoning power of the president. Means by the president, through the president, constitution enabled the convict to receive the what relief from the punishment. Okay. This is the background, this is the reason we need to understand. Okay. Means this is under through this way, that is pardoning power of the president, and there is also given to the pardoning power to the governor also. Okay. It is almost same. We need to see the difference at the law at the end of the video. Okay. Whatever I am going to explain here, the same thing applies to the governor also, governor of the state. Okay. So let's focus on president. Whatever I am going to explain to the president, that is applied to the governor. Okay. At the end of this video, I throw some light on the differences between these president and governor. Okay. Now I hope it is clear that the background, why this is the relief, why this relief is giving to the convicts, because to remove the judicial error or judicial arch. Okay. So let's come to the topic, that is pardoning power of the president. Okay. See, pardoning power of the president is mentioned in the constitution's article, that is 72. It gives the details about that, what are all the devices president can access and give the relief to the convict. Okay. That is given in the article 72. So first one is pardon. Totally five devices. Means there are different devices through which president can give the relief to the convicts. Governor also gives the relief by exercising five devices. Okay. Then what is the pardon? Means if the president gives the pardon, assume The convict is seeking, let's say convict or accused seeking the president to give pardon. What it means? If the president gives the pardon to the convict, whatever the punishment he received from the judiciary, like death sentence, 10 years imprisonment, whatever it may be, life imprisonment, whatever the punishment the convict received, the completely absolves. Means person is completely released from all those shackles of the uh, punishment. Means if president gives the pardon to the convict, he is completely released from all the punishment. If a person with a death sentence, no death sentence. If a person with a 10 years of imprisonment, no imprisonment, no. If a person awarded with a life imprisonment, no life imprisonment. Means completely absolves the punishment. The person is going out and lead a life. No punishment at all. If the president gives the pardon. Okay. And then see, what is commutation? If the president chooses to give commutation to the convict, what it means? If the president gives the commutation, it means it changes the one form of the punishment, one form of punishment to other. For example, if a person awarded with a death sentence, see, so if the president awards the commutation, it means it changes to other form. It may left to the president to decide what is the other form. Okay, that changes to the other form. That is, it may it president may change to life imprisonment. No, it means no. I am not. I am changing this death sentence to life imprisonment, or else, or 10 years of imprisonment. Means here you can see the death sentence is changing into imprisonment. Means one form of the punishment is changing to other form. Okay, one form completely changing the form of the punishment what the persons received from the judiciary. Okay, this is commutation. But remission is different. Okay, what remission means, reduction in period, not the nature of the punishment. Here changing the nature of the punishment. What is commutation? In commutation we see the nature changing, that is death sentence to life imprisonment. Okay, nature is changing. But in remission we can observe you only reduction in period, not the nature. For example, if there is a 10 years of imprisonment awarded to the person, it is changed to 4 years of imprisonment. Imprisonment. Is there any change in the form? No, only reduction in period. That is what we call remission. What if the nature changes? That is commutation. Okay. So it is very important to know the differences between these two. Okay. These two. This is remission is reduction. See, R and R. We can remember. We can uh, keep in our mind like this. R, reduction in period, remission. Okay. Commutation means change. C changes in the form. Okay. So this is, and these two are very easy to remember because these given to the special persons are special cases, special punishments. Okay. Then what is respite? Respite means this is given to the persons or convicts who are specially disabled. Okay, are pregnant women. These are given to these special cases. I mentioned special cases. These are given to the special cases. Okay. What is respite? Respite is given to the specially disabled or pregnant women. What it means, what this brings changes to the form of the punishment. It is not clear whether this that is respite reduces the period or changes the form. What either of them, either would happen. Okay, changes in the form or reduces, this would happen or this would happen. It is not clear, it is not clearly mentioned in the constitution. Yeah, so we can conclude here, either of the form will happen. Means the person is the convict who is a pregnant or a specially disabled. Okay, specially disabled. If this person receives the respite, his punishment is reduced. That is given in the that is the word mentioned in the constitution. His punishment is reduced. It means that may reduces the period of punishment. Okay, or it may changes the form. Either of the form will happen. Okay, it is not clear, it is not clearly mentioned, but these can be happen. Okay, next, I hope the device respite is clear. Okay, see, reprieve is very easy. It is given to the person who awarded with the death sentence. Who awarded with the death sentence means, if a person receives the death sentence as a punishment, that person can seek and receives the reprieve from the president. What happen if this convict receives this device or reprieve? That temporarily suspends the execution of the death sentence. Temporarily arrest the execution of the death sentence. Why this is so? Why it suspends the execution of the death sentence? Because it allows the person or a convict to seek the pardon. It allows the convict to seek the pardon from the president. Means, if the person receives this reprieve, it arrests or it suspends the death sentence. Now the person can seek the pardon. Means, he can seek the pardon, he can seek the commutation, he can seek the remission. So it allows the gives the some time to convict to receive the or to change the death sentence. Okay, death sentence to life imprisonment or 10 years imprisonment, 4-year imprisonment. It allows the person like this. Okay, if a person not received any of the pardon after this reprieve, after this temporary suspension, the person after the completion of the period, he is hanged. Means, he receives the death sentence. Okay. This is the pardon thing is mentioned in the constitution. Whatever I explained here, the same thing applies to the governor, but it is mentioned in the article 161. But for the president, it is mentioned in the 72. But for the governor, it is in 161 constitution. So now see the differences between the governor and president in terms of pardoning power. What are some? There are some differences we found. Okay, it is mentioned in the constitution. Okay, what are those differences? There are 3 differences. One is subject, military court, and death sentence. We need to see what is that. What are all these? Okay. One is subject. Means, see, president gives the pardons. Okay, president gives the pardon to person, that is convict. okay, convict or accused who receives the punishment over the union law. Means person gets the punishment because of breaching the union law. Okay, so on these punishments means the person who gets the punishment over the union law because of breaching the union law, the president can give the what? President can give the pardon. Then what is governor can give? On what subjects the governor can give? On state subjects or state laws. Okay, state laws. Okay, state laws. Union law, president. If the person receives the punishment because of breaching the union laws, state laws, then governor can give the pardon to these persons. Means here there is clearly distinction made by the constitution that union laws, over the union law, pardon is given by the president. Over the state laws, the pardon is given by the governor. Clear distinction. Okay, but there is one exception here. Later we will discuss here. Okay, there is only one exception. Without of this, there is a clear distinction: union law, president; state laws, governor. Okay. Then military court means there is a military court which gives the punishment to the person who breaches the military or a defense thing, like military court. Okay, military court is giving the punishment to the persons or a convict. Okay, so on these also president can give the pardon. Means pardon means that is pardon, commutation, remission, respite, and reprieve. These in pardon everything comes. Okay, so president is the only person gives the pardon over the military punishments what a military court awards to the convicts, but governor can't. He has no power related to the military uh, subjects or military laws. He has nothing. Okay, only president can do that, giving the pardon to the convicts. And one more, death sentence. See, president is the only person can give pardon to the death sentence. Pardon means here, what is pardon here? Complete absolves, what we see in the first. This is the pardon here. Pardon. What pardon? Completely absolves the punishment. Okay. Completely absolves the punishment. It means president is as a power to give the pardon to the death sentence. Death sentence. What happens if the president gives the pardon to the death sentence? It absolves. Absolve means completely liberate from person from the death sentence. Okay, whether this sentence is given over union law or union law or state law. State law. I mentioned exception here. That is the exception. If a person receives the death sentence because of breaching the union law or because of breaching the state law, the only president can give the pardon to the death sentence. Okay. Actually, what is the thing? Over the state law, governor can give the pardon. Governor can give the pardon. Here, pardon means pardon, remission, commutation, like this. 5 things. Here, pardon means completely absolving thing. First device in the pardoning power. It is very, you should be very clear in this. Okay. What is pardon here? What is pardon here? Here everything. Okay, all those 5 devices. Here the only thing that is first device, pardon, absolving thing, absolving pardon, absolving device. Okay. So what is death means? What we need to understand here, the president can only absolve the death sentence of a person. Okay, death sentence to the person, whether he is punished under the union law or state law. And do don't the governor have pardoning power over the death sentence? No, he has no power. But he can change the death sentence. He can change the death sentence to other form, but not absolve the death sentence. He has not power to absolve the death sentence. Okay, means he has not a power to give the pardon. That is this pardon, completely absolving the punishment. He has not power to do that, but he can give the commutation, remission, remission to the death sentence. Means he can change the death sentence from one form to other form, but can't give the absolving thing. He can't absolve the punishment. He can't remove the punishment completely. He can change. Who can give the pardon or completely remove the death sentence? That is president only. Okay, I hope it is clear. And one more thing, the death sentence is must be state law, is imposed or given over the state law. Union law, it is clearly distinguished to the or given to the president. Okay, the governor can only give the or exercise the pardoning devices. What are five things is given over the state laws? It should be very clear. State laws. The president he can give the pardoning devices over the union law, but those five devices over the union law. But there is exception, that is here, state law. Okay, state law, that is particularly the death sentence. Okay, governor only gives over the state laws, but one exception, that is he can't absolve the death sentence even if that sentence is imposed or punishment is imposed over on the basis of state laws. I hope it is clear. Okay, this is the differences.